everyone, and welcome to today's episode of Pageant Community Radio, a show to promote diversity and to give people a voice. And today I'm here with Rachel, who is Ms. Essex Galaxy. Hi, Rachel.
Hi, so good to be here with you.
Oh, thank you so much for coming on. Honestly, whenever people say they want to come on, it really is amazing. So thank you so much. So for anyone that doesn't know you, give us a little introduction.
Yes, my name is Rachel-Yvonnes, and you've just heard, I am Miss Essex Galaxy. I actually from Raynham in Essex, in the suburbs there, and I'm 39 years old. I've been singing, speaking for since I've been very little. My first time singing on television, I think I was maybe 9 or 10, and I've been speaking for a long time as well. And I'm super excited to be able to be here on this show today.
Oh, amazing. So, okay, that's lots there. So you're a very talented woman. So have you been in a pageant before?
So funny story, when my grandmother was around, she actually used to put me in pageants when I was little, but because my parents have a really busy schedule. So, and at the time they didn't really have like immense value for that type of thing. So they didn't really keep it going. But let me say about 10 years ago, I was in the Miss Jamaica UK pageant because you had to have like a grandparent or one of those heritage pageants, basically.
Yeah.
And I was in that, and that was really fun. And then I've got friends who are pageant queens, and I've always wanted to compete. And so when I applied for Galaxy and I got through, I was just like, yeah, this is the right time. It just felt like the right time.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. And the Miss Jamaica pageant. That's amazing. That sounds amazing. But yes, welcome to the Galaxy family. How exciting. So what are you looking forward to the most? And what drew you to Galaxy?
I think what drew me was the idea of an international pageant. I think for me, I'm not the type of woman who does anything by halves. Anyone that's watching, you'll know me. Like, I'm not really a 50% person. I'm not a glass half empty kind of girl. I'm definitely, if I'm going to do something, I'm really going to do it. And so I wanted to pick a system that did have scope for going somewhere else. You know what I mean? I was invited to a couple of other pageants once people start to realize I was interested in pageantry. But when I looked at all the different ones, I was like, Galaxy just felt like a great fit for me personally. And a couple of my friends are actually queens in Galaxy in other parts of the world, particularly in America. And so they inspired me, and I was like, yes, I'm going to go for Galaxy. So it's a great system, I must say.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with you. And yes, and now welcome, you're here. So we haven't got long to go. We've only got a few weeks left. So what is your preparations from now until then?
Yes, my preparation is everything, actually. I was telling Danielle, the lady who holds the title that I am going for, I was telling her the other day that I have nothing. I have 2 pairs of shoes. That's it. And we have a month to go. But again, everything always works out for me. So I'm just kind of like not going to stress out about it. I am literally, I kind of have an idea, but I have an idea. Oh, I have hair. I have an idea of hair. Like, I know what I'm doing for hair.
Good.
So that's one good thing. And I know people watching are like, it's a month to go. What are you thinking? I'm thinking that it's all going to work out. So I'm going to figure out a few things over the next few weeks. So a short answer to your question is everything. I've still got everything to do.
I love it. I love it. Do you know what? You're the 4th person in the last couple of days I've spoken to that is in a similar situation. So do not freak out. It's fine.
Okay.
But what I said to them was the same. Obviously, get it ramping up, because, if you're going to get outfits and stuff, you don't know how long it'll take, that kind of stuff. You just like to have it all prepped and ready to go. But you do still have a little bit of time also. So you're not the only one. Don't worry. So what's your favorite round? Have you got a favorite round that you're looking forward to?
I think I'm really interested to see how everybody's going to do the fashion wear round.
Yeah.
I think evening wear is a bit more predictable, not in the way that I know what people are going to wear, but you have to be long. I was at Miss Great Britain, and I watched the Yemi pageant the other day. So I know the idea of like what I'm looking for evening wear, but fashion, it differs from pageant to pageant.
Yes.
And of course, the difference from girl to girl, because pageant, I was saying to someone the other day, pageant fashion wear isn't normal fashion wear, you
No.
know? So it's like this extravagant, it's like show your personality, it's how can you display your body as well? So it's a mixture of things. And I think that's the one I'm most excited to see how everybody, especially in my category, obviously, how we all decide we're gonna show forth our best in fashion.
Yeah. And are you looking forward to that yourself? Like, as in what you're going to do, what you're going to
Yeah.
showcase? How
Yes, I
exciting.
am. I have some ideas, but again, because I haven't got the clothes yet, I'm kind of like, oh, still not sure. I've got a couple of girls that I work with, like for coaching. So I'm kind of like trying to get their ideas and see what's best. But ultimately, I've got to make this choice. So,
Yeah, that's true. And obviously, like you said, showcase your personality, make sure you feel comfortable in it and, just shine and be confident, of course.
yeah,
So are
yes.
you supporting any charities at the moment, Rachel? Are you working towards anything? Got a platform?
Yeah, so I actually do have a platform. It's called Tiana's Love Foundation. My parents have been in foster care. They've been caring for children for the last 10 or so years,
Oh, wow.
and having been a part of that, and we have like an ever-growing foster family. One of the girls that we had who basically became my adoptive sister, she passed away last July,
Oh,
and
God.
she had lupus. She was Down syndrome. She had lung disease, and she had a lot of issues. But we had her for quite a long time. And in her passing, I really felt like there was a need for support for carers who need to send their children away sometimes to have respite care. And my uncle is actually building a respite care venue in Sheffield. And so what the hopes are is with Tiana's Love Foundation, we'll be able to raise money to help him build that. And also for anybody that wants to take a break from foster caring or even just caring for a disabled child or relative, that they will have the ability to go on holiday. So it came out of Tiana, and that's why it's called Tiana's Love Foundation.
Oh my God, what a lovely name. And I just love the name Tiana and what a beautiful cause and thing that you're doing. I'm so sorry that happened to you, but what a lovely legacy that you're taking forward. That's really, really amazing. So that's so fantastic. And obviously, what have you been doing leading up? Have you got anything left you're going to do in the lead up to the finals?
Yeah, so because I'm kind of like, I live in two countries at the moment. I live here in England and I also live in America. So I've been like, it's been a bit of a journey as well, just trying to figure out how I can maximize my time when I'm back in the UK. So I'm here for a little while, then I'll be back for the pageant, and just trying to get my appearances together and make sure I remember to wear my sash, because of course, the appearance count when you have your sash, and just remembering to have my sash. And also talking about pageantry when I have so many other focuses in my life. And so in the run up to it, my main focus is really just making sure that I do highlight Tiana's Love Foundation, and also thinking about what pageantry means to me, which is being confident, knowing that I'm a woman, and just kind of embracing my femininity, which is what I do for my business anyway. So just trying to bring it all in and just focus myself on what does it mean for me to win the crown, which is, a goal of mine anyway.
And what does it mean for you to win the crown?
No, that's a really great question. I think for me, it's like I like challenges. So, like I said, one of my reasons for picking Galaxy was because of the fact that it does have an international platform. It is a well-known system, and so on and forth. And of course, I know people in the system. And I think that if I was to win the Miss Galaxy UK crown for 2023, the one thing it would mean to me would be an accomplishment of all of the things that I've gone through. And of course, knowing that age has no limit to what you want to do. Like, you're never too old to be and do what you're being called to do. And it would just mean so much that to be a girl who had a dream when she was so small, and then to think that you were past it, because a lot of systems haven't opened up yet to do like a Ms. category or Mrs. category or classic category. They haven't opened it up. And for such a system to have those doors, it shows that no matter who you are, whatever your dream is, it is possible to come true.
Oh, 100%. Galaxy really does embrace everyone, all ages, all sizes, all colors, or creeds. And that's why I love also creating this podcast, because it's all about showcasing diversity. And you've touched on it a bit there, but why do you think it's important to have diversity in pageantry?
Yeah, I think that I do believe in diversity in pageantry, and I do also celebrate the uniqueness of some of the pageants. So, for example, we just had Miss Universe, Miss World is coming up. And whilst they might not be seen as being diverse, I think there's beauty in that also. So I think that when it comes to having the systems, I love that there are different types of systems for different types of women. So I can sit here and know that I'm too old for Miss Universe, I'm too short, probably a little bit plumper than I could be for that pageant. But at the same time, I can celebrate those women. I can be like, that's not for me, but Galaxy is for me. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I get that. I like that. I like that.
Mm-hmm. So I'm learning how to celebrate diversity without needing it to be everywhere, if it makes sense. I know some people watching are going to be like, that's not fair. I said, well, life itself doesn't always give us what we want. But what we have to do is make the best use of the hands that we've been dealt. So it would be stupid of me to try to put an application for a pageant that doesn't accept over 30. Doesn't accept someone who's been married before, doesn't accept whatever. Do you know what I mean? Like, you've got to kind of make the world work for you.
Yeah.
And so I think diversity is something that sometimes the messaging of what it was originally intended to do can be misunderstood. So I'm all about equity over equality. So making sure people have access to what they need, but not opening the doors to everything, because something over there might not be suitable for me, but then something over here could be suitable. In actual fact, that other thing that I thought I wanted could actually be harmful for me. But when I go somewhere where I am celebrated, where I am loved, where I am adored, then I can thrive in that situation. And I think we just have to be super careful when we do have those conversations around equality, equity, and diversity.
Do you know what? That's right. Really interesting, actually, because I get completely what you're saying. Like, people don't necessarily fit into one box, but some people want access to the box. But then some people, if you've got access to it, it's not necessarily what is cut out to be for that person. But no, that all sounds amazing, and it's really good. It's a different take. So thinking of like pageants and Galaxy and you as a person and your personality, if you had to sum yourself up in 3 words for Galaxy as a Galaxy queen, what 3 words would they be?
Oh gosh, that's a hard one. I am a woman. No one can ever say I'm a woman of few words. So 3. Okay, let's go with
more than 3 if you want.
Let's go with classy, confident, and feminine. We can go with those.
Love that. And so all of those things, you're going to bring all of those things into Galaxy. And if you won, like, what would that mean to you? What would that mean to you?
Gosh, it would mean the world to me, because even bringing those 3 words into like what it means to be someone who's confident, who's, almost 40 years old, and how can you show that age isn't a deciding factor to going after your dreams, and celebrating beauty at all ages and all colors as well, and allowing myself an opportunity to say this is never something that was out of reach. And I think that letting things be accessible, but also be a challenge, because it is a challenge for all of us to be in Galaxy. Even thinking about your costumes, thinking about the days that we're going to be away, family, friends, and deciding how we're going to be there. And I think that for me, it would be it would feel like a privilege that I get to represent such a great system. And also for all the girls that feel like they've been overlooked, all the girls that feel like their past is too much for some people, or who feel like they're never going to get another chance. It would be a sign to them that actually it's never too late. Doesn't matter what's happening before. If you decide your dream is valid today, you can go after it and have it.
Oh, that's amazing. And what a lovely thing to end on. That's so nice. Thank you so much, Rachel. If anyone wants to follow your journey, how can they follow you?
Yes, so my normal Instagram is Rachel-Yvonnes, and then my pageantry Instagram is Queen Rachel-Yvonnes. And I love to just talk about, all sorts of things. So just be on my platforms, and then you can connect with me there. I do like to respond to comments and messages as well. So I'd love to connect with you all there.
And you might be in England or you might be in America. Like, this is amazing that you live in two places. It's amazing. How do you split that time, just out of interest? I'm being nosy now.
No, it depends. So if there's something I have to come back for, then I just come back. And if there's an event that I need to be at in America, then I will be there as well. And so I kind of like I was speaking about this with someone yesterday, and it was just like, it's just a flight. Honestly, it's really just a flight. So you can just book a flight tomorrow and go tomorrow. And I know some people are like, it's not that easy. I said, well, it can be if you make it that easy. But also bearing in mind, I am not married and I don't have kids. So my life is a little bit different to other people, and I embrace that, and I kind of like take that while it's still the way it
Enjoy
is.
it while you last, because I'm like that. I always say to my husband, it's just a plane, it's just a flight, like just get on it. But for him, it's like for some people, it's really regimented, I guess. So I guess it's different. I'm very envious, and I'm living the wrong life. I need to live in America and here and just keep going backwards and forwards. That's amazing. Well, thank you so much. I'm getting the evil eye from my husband over there. Thank you so much for being on Pageant Community Radio. Lovely to speak to you. I can't wait to meet you in person in the next few weeks and be on that stage together, which will be amazing. And best of luck. It's gonna be great.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for allowing me to come and speak on this podcast. I'm so excited to be able to be a part of the same system as you. And even though we don't know each other very well, I am also inspired by your journey and what you stand for. And I really want to appreciate everything you've done for pageantry, and even for other girls who are looking up to you as well.
Oh, that got me right in the feels. Thank you so much. That's really kind of you. And I can't wait to meet you in person. Thank you so much, Rachel, Ms. Essex Galaxy. Bye.